Assalamualaikum. Let me know if I got that anywhere near correct.
Hai semua, selamat datang ke Walas Klasik dan kita berjumpa pada hari ini dengan video baru saya. Yang baru datang dan baru jumpa channel ini, selamat datang. Harap semua sehat-sehat sahaja. Okey, baru-baru ni saya telah posting satu video berkenaan dengan sepasang YouTuber yang datang daripada Australia. Sebelum mereka ke Siem Reap, mereka telah membuat satu video di KLIA 2 dan selepas turun di Siem Reap pun diorang buat satu video mengenai Malaysia, pengalaman di Malaysia, dan mereka telah mengatakan Malaysia ini menjijikkan, disgusting dan sebagainya. Ya, siapa yang belum tengok video ni, tengok video ni dan baru boleh faham ya. Siapa yang dah tengok tu, saya ada berita baru untuk semua. Alright, ramai yang tanya dalam komen ya. Saya ada macam 1.2k komen ya. Dalam komen tu saya baca ramai yang menanyakan mana channel dia nanti kita orang nak tengok, macam tu kan. Jadi saya pun cari dia punya video-video semasa dia berada di Malaysia. Tapi saya surprise langsung sebab bila dia berada di 3 state ni, KL, Ipoh dan Penang, dia sangat happy, dia enjoy. Dan ingat tak dia cakap di Kuala Lumpur tu dia tak suka bangunan-bangunan dan dia tak suka train, dia suka jalan kaki, dia tak suka Petronas, Twin Tower dan sebagainya. Tapi dalam video-video tu lain pula ceritanya. Dia kata dia sangat suka kota KL ni sebab kota KL ni ada kehijauan, infrastruktur yang cantik dan sebagainya. Jadi saya tak tahu dan tak fahamlah motif mereka ni. Kenapa bila dia orang nak balik dan dia orang buat satu video di KLI 2 mengutuk Malaysia, dan selepas ke Siem Reap mereka buat satu video lagi dan mengatakan Malaysia ini menjijikkan dan sebagainya. Jadi saya tak faham langsung tentang mereka ni. Jadi untuk membuat anda semua senang, tak payah cari channel dia dan cari video dia satu persatu. Anti pun telah buat satu video dengan klip-klip video ni. Jadi siapa yang nak tengok full video tu bolehlah pergi ke channel dia, Frank and Sarah ya. Frank and Sarah, cari channel dan anda boleh lihat di sana apa yang dia cakap dalam last video tu dengan apa yang dibuat di Malaysia ni langsung tak tally. Jomlah kita pergi tengok video-video dia sekarang ya.
Assalamualaikum. Let me know if I got that anywhere near correct. We are here today at the National Mosque of Malaysia with a capacity of 15,000 people and something like a 14-metre cat spire just behind us. There it is. I couldn't see my hand for a second. So that's why we're dressed like this. Good on you. I think you should get one yourself.
Just to wear.
Beautiful. All right. You look beautiful, my dear.
So it is quite hot outside, especially in this full attire, Sarah especially. So there is a little National Mosque Museum located inside of the mosque. And we are going to have a look around, learn a bit about the history and also enjoy a bit of the air conditioning. So win-win.
This chair was presented by the Indian government to the HRH, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj, the first Prime Minister of Malaysia. It was used by the Imam prayer leader at the National Mosque, Malaysia.
There you go.
I never knew Imam meant prayer leader, so there you go.
Obama been here. So have a lot of other people.
Tamil, yeah.
Even here, Braille for the
Braille for the blind.
So whatever excuses you say that
You can't read it, you can.
That's it, yeah. There's no excuses. Oh, beautiful.
Like I scan the QR code, it's on my phone too.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Thank you for the information. So they've got a few people here that'll gladly tell you all about Islam, why, how, and they've got a bunch of brochures. So we're going to go have a read through them and share some information with you. But yeah, that lady was lovely.
Yeah, so nice. I'm keen to learn about Ramadan. It's always been something that I've known about, but I've never really known why or what it's about. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, there's plenty to learn here, and there's plenty of information to help teach you about it, whether it be people, pamphlets, and Sarah even downloaded the Quran. Sorry, I was about to say the Ramadan. downloaded the Quran onto her phone. They have QR codes there, and it's all translated into different languages: Greek, Tamil, Portuguese, German, and there's even one in Braille.
Yeah,
So,
that was really cool to see.
yeah, it was. It was really, really nice to be able to include all types of people.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll have a seat, and read up and maybe share a bit of knowledge with you about Islam.
Just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the women that were in there. Obviously, they give you coverings for a reason, so you can cover your hair, cover your body. It's all for modesty purposes to be in the mosque. As a tourist, you should abide by it, just to be respectful to their culture and to their religion. There's a fair few women in there that were sort of taking their hoods off, showing their hair, taking, like, you know, Instagram selfies and stuff, and I just thought it was really disrespectful. Like, it really irks me when people come into these religious sites and they don't respect the religion's culture, dress code, all of that sort of thing. So if you're going to come into a mosque, a temple, any sort of religious site, just make sure that you are being respectful to that. Just be respectful.
That's it. Have an Instagram photograph with your with your hood on. It's part of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
need to see your hair. You're not that pretty. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Definitely learnt a lot. Just being inside the mosque, Islam is just very different to how I sort of assumed it would be. Just being from the West, like the picture of Islam that we are painted is completely different to how it actually is. So that was a very interesting cultural and like learning experience for me personally.
Come here as well. We're in a Muslim country, predominantly Muslim country, and it's good to learn more about the places that you're in and what makes them tick and what they believe. And coming to this mosque, learning a bit about Islam and meeting the people that were there, they were absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
The lady at the front who was handing out the robes was beautiful.
She was so nice.
She was so nice.
Yeah.
And the lady that told us more about the religion, gave us the brochure, she was lovely as well. So yeah, I think it's really cool to come down here, learn a little bit about it, experience a different religion, different culture, because there's always something to be learned from
everyone.
Yeah, from everyone.
Yep.
Mereka telah pun pergi ke masjid, melawat masjid yang indah sangat tu, dan juga mereka telah pun mengambil brosur dan download app di sana sebab mereka nak belajarlah lebih lanjut kan mengenai Ramadan tu. Dia kata dia tak faham sangat, dia nak mendalami dan tahu macam-macam lagi mengenai Islam. Dan Sarah sendiri yang bagi tahu bahawa bila pergi ke dalam masjid tu kena ikut peraturan dan bersopan santun, dan dia pun telah tengok ada juga yang buka hijab sekejap dan ambil selfie, dan dia kata sepatutnya tak boleh buat macam tu.
Morning from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Yeah.
You see by the flag. There it is. Hopefully it's flying enough that you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Today we are going to try out the monorail, catching it from Imbi to Bucket of Bananas.
That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, I think it's called Bucket Bananas or something like that. And that's a station that is quite close to Petronas Towers. That's it, yeah. So they have a monorail here which runs for I think about 8.7 kilometres in total. So it's not particularly big, but it is pretty useful.
Yeah,
especially with how in part unwalkable Kuala Lumpur is. We didn't have too much of an issue walking to this big Times Square shopping centre that we're standing out in front of now.
Yeah.
But there are parts that are a bit difficult. They do have sky bridges to make it a bit easier because crossing the roads is near impossible. We're going to jump on the monorail, head over to Petronas Towers, have a look around there. Yeah, we're just going to head around that area and check it out, see what it looks like and see what we can find. So come with us and experience this part of KL.
Yeah. It is under $1 each.
And give us 2 tokens, so let's use it. What is my bracket? Okay. So we made it on. Luckily, you've got to be on platform 1 if you're going north. I think we're going north. Little sign on here. Only 3 stops to Bucket of Bananas. Hodgepodge of bollards. not particularly easy to walk through, so yeah, another case in point of KL not being the most walkable. It's like they're trying to fool you at every attempt. Are you trying to walk? No. Chop these bollards up, yeah. Get that in there.
Get that in there.
But no, we're walking along now and the footpath is big. There's crossings here with lights as well, so nice and safe, and there are sky bridges. So yeah, it's not too bad in this section. I'm walking. We're walking.
Yeah, me too.
We're existing.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few of those beam scooters that you can rent. So yeah, I'm not sure if you have to. They've got bike lanes here as well in blue like this. So I'd assume that you should be riding them in the bike lane, should I say, not the footpath, but not 100% certain. And that's what we're after, the Petronas Twin Towers.
Also known as the KLCC Twin Towers, colloquially.
No, I'm just wondering how much the tickets are.
For adults, the ticket will be 98 ringgit.
98 ringgit? Okay.
Per person, so the tickets cost is all the way there.
You heard it there first. The tickets is 98 ringgit for one adult. So 98 ringgit is over $30 Australian just to get up to the Sky Bridge.
Yeah.
So we're not made of money, we're not going to be doing that.
Yep.
But there's the info for you. If you're an adult, I think there is a seniors discount as well, and also children are cheaper. It is cheaper for locals, but if you're a foreigner like us and you're of age, you're not too old, you will be paying 98, so pretty much 100 ringgit. So yeah, just over $30 Australian each. 98 ringgit, that's ridiculous. And they've got a mall underneath, which seems to be occupied by Gucci, Prada, Dior, Giordano, all the
like high-end retailers.
Louis Vuitton, yeah, which makes sense seeing as they're charging you 98 ringgit to go to the top. So yeah, if you come in here, bring a stack of cash. There's even a swimming pool here.
The gardens are absolutely beautiful, and I was just saying to Frank, it's pretty like considering how small we feel in the city, it's amazing to me that people built those buildings, and it's just like such a feat of engineering. Like yeah, it's really incredible.
Yeah, you don't really think about these things until you do think about them. Then when you do think about them, you have a realization.
Yeah, and it's like mind-blowing.
It is.
Yeah.
We take these things for granted, but yeah, when you actually sit down and think about them, they're pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
The whole place is.
Yep.
All these huge skyscrapers, hundreds of meters tall.
Yeah.
All coexisting in such a small area. It's pretty amazing.
Up kids.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a huge playground. So this is a great area to bring the kids if you got them.
Yeah, very
Unlucky.
family friendly.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Nah, I was a
Too
kid
young.
once. Yeah, I was a kid once. Yeah. Shout out, mum and dad. Thanks for putting up with me. Getting a bit hungry, so we're sampling the local Malaysian cuisine. I've got a tuna mayo onigiri from 7-Eleven, and Sarah's got a
Japanese egg mayo sandwich and a honey lemon tea.
That sounds very Malaysian to me.
We got to test out the Malaysian 7-Eleven, so just so we know.
Exactly. I know that's what you guys want, so that's what we're giving you.
No, truth is we just got too hungry and we couldn't be bothered finding somewhere to eat.
Yeah, we're in this area is very affluent. There's like Rolex shops, Louis Vuitton shops.
Yep.
I think I've seen about 3 or 4 different Louis Vuitton stores. So you know we're in the money district, right near the Petronas Tower. So we didn't really want to sit at a restaurant and pay 50 ringgit a meal.
Yeah.
So for 5 ringgit or something like that, not a bad shout.
17 ringgit total, I think.
17 ringgit for 2 lots of food, 2 waters, and whatever that drink is. So yeah, money well spent.
Di video yang dia kritik Malaysia tu, dia ada membagi tahu yang makanan di Malaysia ni tak sesuai untuk mereka dan mereka sakit dan cerit-berit. Tapi bila kita tengok video-video semasa berada di sini, mereka makan di tempat-tempat yang bagus dan mereka sendiri kata makanan di sini murah dan mereka sangat suka makanan Malaysia. Jadi, tally tak? Tak tally kan?
That was us in KL, around the Petronas Towers and around that area. Very, very affluent area. The hotels were extravagant, but there was also a good mixture of greenery in there, which we're really loving about Malaysia and KL. It's just the incorporation of nature into the city.
Good morning. We are in Ipoh, which is in Malaysia, which is in the state of Perak.
Yeah.
To Concubine Lane, Wife Lane, and Concubine 2 Lane, which is pretty much the most happening place in Ipoh. And it's got quite a lot of street food, good food. You say a cafe bakery culture here?
Yeah, like there's a bit of a like foodie cafe coffee culture as well, which is really cool. We like that.
Yeah, and it's home of, or it's where the famous white coffee originated, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's like apparently like a Malaysian style coffee called white coffee, and Ipoh is quite famous for it. So
I'm just gonna walk through these rustic streets, as you can see. Malaysia is definitely not the most walkable country.
Yeah.
What we've found so far. We were warned about Kuala Lumpur not being too walkable, but every the 3 places we've been to now. Georgetown, Butterworth, and now Ipoh. Yeah, not too
walkable.
pedestrian friendly. So that's something to bear in mind. Grabs are really cheap here. Got a lot of walking on the road, so be careful. And also some of the sidewalks and the drains are just completely exposed, so watch your feet, or you could be breaking an ankle of yours. But yeah, Sarah just said to me, just after we say it's not very walkable, we get this perfect footpath, but this is just one. Concubine Lane. It is literally a lane. I was expecting a street, but I don't know why, seeing as it's called a lane. So yeah, we'll see if we can suss out some white coffee. And it actually is quite busy down here. So yeah, we've found all the people. Fortunately, unfortunately, however we want to look at it. But yeah, plenty of markets down here. Some restaurants as well.
Looks good, but we got to eat the savoury first.
That's it, yeah. You
gotta be. Hello.
crispy baby crab.
Yeah, you want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
You just eat the whole thing like that? Okay. It's good.
Is it?
Yeah. Bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so a little bit of mayonnaise, sweet chili on it. Is that baby tomato?
Ah.
You wanna? No.
Tastes
Yeah.
like it's almost like pork crackling.
Yeah, you can't even tell it's crab. I mean, we've got a little bit of sauce on it now, but yeah, just master flavour. Pretty good. It's edible.
Yeah.
Nice. proper sip. I have a proper go.
Okay.
No, I won't. It's hot.
Alright, we'll give Frank a minute.
Yeah, we'll let it cool off a bit.
Alright, take 2 on the black white coffee.
That's it, that's it. So it's cooled down a little bit. I've grown a pair, as they say. To me, it just tastes like black coffee with sugar. That was a good way to go. Yeah, wait, do you want to try the black, Sarah?
No thanks.
Yeah, that one definitely tastes better. I do like black coffee. Don't like it with sugar, but I'll soldier on.
Coffee's coffee.
Exactly. Okay, so some quick facts for you. A bit of history as to why it's called Concubine Lane, and the other two were called Concubine Lane 2 and Wife Lane. So a mining tycoon by the name of Yao Tet Shin gave 3 lanes to each of his wives, it says. And they would actually go and collect the money from the shopkeepers on their respective lanes. There's Wife Lane, which is today known as Lorong Hale. There's the Concubine Lane, and there's also Market Lane.
Lane witness the glory days of pre-war Ipoh. Today, visitors from around the world are drawn to the area's fascinating history and colonial architecture.
Now read that.
It says the same as what that says.
Oh,
I
does
know
it?
because I can read Mandarin.
Are you sure that's Mandarin?
Nope.
Yeah, it's some form of Chinese. But yeah, so 2 lanes.
Di Ipoh pula, kita nampak mereka berada di concubine lane dan juga marketplace dan mereka berjalan di lorong-lorong belakang. Di lorong-lorong belakang tu ada tak nampak sampah sarak ke ataupun sangat menjijikkan? Tak ada kan? Dia orang sendiri yang jalan di sana dan kita tak nampak pun satu benda yang macam sangat kotor ke, tidak. Ada bangunan-bangunan lama yang banyak di sana dan bangunan-bangunan itu adalah untuk turis attraction dan banyak mural art dekat sana yang cantik-cantik. Tapi ada juga lorong yang kotor ya, di mana ada kedai makan. Dia orang tak ada nak bersihkan ke apa, saya pun tak tahu. Kadang-kadang adalah saya ada tengok juga macam tu.
So I'm waiting now. I've got all the bags. So we've got 2 big bags and like 2 smaller bags, so 4 in total. Frank comes back with the food and the security guards would not let him through the security area. And then they were talking to each other. So there was another security guard out the front of the area where I was at, and they were talking to each other on radio. Basically, the security guard that was at the area I was at comes inside and he's just like, "You need to leave now, you need to leave." And he was like waving his hands in front of my face. And I'm just like, well, I've got, 4 big bags. How am I supposed to carry all of this on my own? And he's just like, "You need to leave bags here." And I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. So I picked up all the valuables and I put the bags on my back and whatnot. A little bit of it was our fault because we were early, but we've never had issues before with like hotels and stuff just allowing us to like just sit in the lobby. For some reason, after like 20 minutes of sitting in the lobby, they decided it wasn't okay that we were sitting in the lobby. This dude obviously just went on a mad power trip.
It was just piss poor form, He cocked up letting us through, and then I've just gone to give him a passport to say like, I know we need to register. So I was just like, hey, he's like, room number, didn't have it yet. He's like, you can't go through. I'm like, well, we've already been through.
Okey, bila di Penang, mereka rasa kecil hati sedikit di sana sebab Sarah ada cerita tadi yang security tu tak bagi dia orang duduk dekat lobby dan sebagainya. Okey, kita kena tahu ya, sekarang kita semua sedia maklum bahawa security di Malaysia ni ramainya orang asing ya. Orang asing, bukan orang Malaysia. Dan orang asing ni, saya pun pernah berpengalaman lah di mall ya. Mereka ni tidak beberapa faham tentang rule regulation dekat Malaysia ni, macam peramah ke, bila ada orang tanya macam mana nak jawab ni, semua mereka tak pandai lagi ya. Security company ni patut bagi training untuk mereka mengenai hal-hal begini. Sebab bila ada turis masuk, mereka ingat dia orang ini semua adalah orang Malaysia. Bukan ya, orang Malaysia lain ya. Orang Malaysia lain. Sebab kita ni orang Malaysia, kita akan tahu ini bukan orang Malaysia, ini orang Malaysia, kita tahu. Mereka tak tahu ya. Jadi Sarah dengan Fran tadi dia rasa macam kecil hati sikit sebab security ni dia tak bagi dia orang duduk dekat lobby dan buat hal lah. Jadi itu mungkin mereka kecil hati dan mereka simpan dalam hati dan langsung mereka jadi mood out dan buat video ni. Mungkinlah, kita tak tahu. Tapi keseluruhan cerita, jalan ceritanya elok aja ya. Jadi kalau anda faham ya, kalau anda faham lepas tengok video ni, sila komen ya, kenapa ya mereka buat video macam tu, kutuk Malaysia dan kata Malaysia ni sucks ya. Saya tengok macam bila kita pergi kenduri lah, orang jemput kita pergi kenduri. Lepas tu kat sana kita elok aja, happy aja ya. Lepas tu bila dah balik kutuk pula tuan tu. Macam tu lah, kita ni macam tuan rumah kan. Masa kat sini elok aja, dia kata best lah, inilah, itulah. Tapi bila dah sampai dekat Siam Reap, kutuk pula tuan rumah. Okey, sampai di sini saja. Terima kasih datang ke Walas Klasik. Terima kasih kepada subscriber. Harap semuanya berjalan dengan baik sahaja dan dipermudahkan. Kita jumpa lagi di video-video yang lain. Bye-bye.